Hello and welcome back to the 25Ks in GeoGuessr. Today we're going to be playing Hungary, and we might as well just get in straight away. Let me wait at the side again. Still makes no sense, but whatever. Invite friends and let's go. And Hungary in general isn't the most difficult country, but there are some very rural areas where it can take a long time to find any sort of useful sign. If you notice anything not difficult, anything different about the way this video looks, I have gone and started doing these the same way I record any sort of competitive game, which is I've sort of made the window smaller so that the game runs smoother, which is why it might look a bit different than usual. That's just the only real way it's enjoyable to play, let's call it that. And we are here in some kind of small, well, at this point, it's not even a small village. It's just a medium-sized town, I suppose. And it's looking like we're maybe getting somewhere. This looks better than, let me just put a checkpoint here. Might want to go back to the north at some point. I don't, wait, that might be the town name. Nitva Tartas. It might be, it doesn't have to be. Might just be a random word. But I'll keep it in mind for now. There's something there? No, it wasn't. So generally, I will be looking for town names. Right. Chalastelik. Hey. The first time I've seen Cyrillic, it might not be the first time I've seen Cyrillic in Russia, in Hungary, but it's certainly a rarity. All right. Now I'd really like a road number. Is Hungary even bordering anything that uses Cyrillic? I suppose it borders the Ukraine, yeah. With just a quick look. Not too long, but is there a town that's called something like what we found? Not really. It also didn't look super small or anything. Okay, let's continue. Wait. The 13. I'm not 100% sure that's the road number. It usually is. 13. Should be up here somewhere. There's the 11. Is there even a 13? It doesn't fit anywhere else based on the order of the roads. That's strange. So maybe not the road number then. It can't be, kind of. Say on the other side. It still says 13 though. That is the way the road numbers usually are presented in Hungary, at least in one of the ways. 36. There are phone error codes in Hungary, but I haven't learned them. I've had no reason so far, and, well, I don't know how useful they really are. I mean, in this scenario, they would be very useful. There we go. Okay, that's a lot of road numbers. Yeah, close to Budapest would make sense with the road number, but Sigetalom and Tököl. The E60, E71, E75, and M0. Brilliant. Over here, maybe? Can't really see any of them. Problem as well is usually this I don't know how it is for Hungary, but usually that signifies like a small part of, or some kind of part of the city. Like it could mean center or something like that. The M0 kind of goes all the way around. There's Tököl and Shigetalom. Okay. Good. Still don't really really know which town we're in, even though we had the town entrance sign. They're both the same direction, and there's a roundabout here. Halasztelik. There we go, that's what I need. Here, and there's the roundabout, so we've come from here. Okay. Why did it have the Cyrillic town entrance sign? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Well, it might not be. You might have a terrible guess, but I might not have a great one either. Petofi S Uchain Iskola. Iskola Petofi Sandor. Okay. And we started just a little bit over here. There's 2 buildings. Should be here, yep. Perfect. Took a little bit of time, but not too much of an issue. More random rural. Well, the last one wasn't really that rural, to be honest. Kisent Morton. I also can't pronounce Hungarian. I mean, obviously, who can? But I'll try. Okay. Usually, I would say I'd immediately try the other way just to see. But let me go a little bit in that direction, just to make sure there isn't something immediately outside of town. Obviously, the broken movement doesn't make it any better. But still, I think it's not as big of an issue as people make it out to be generally. It's annoying for sure, and it costs you a bit of time. But in most scenarios, you're relatively quickly through it. Maila Pushta and Vaislo. Okay. This does not look like a better direction. Well, because it's a dead end. Alright. Let me keep the checkpoint here, though. Maila Pushta and Vaislo. I mean, that one's closer, so I suppose we can go there first. It might be super small. What was there? D2. Let me just quickly check something. Yeah, there wasn't necessarily any. This wasn't a road. Well, obviously, so you know what I mean. This didn't have a road designation with a number. Obviously, it's a road. So that too probably just is a kilometer marker of some sort, I would have to assume. Even though still in that scenario, I don't think the 13 made much sense as a kilometer marker either. I suppose it depends on where you start, but maybe if we take it as starting sort of to the north and going through the whole village and then ending at the roundabout. Maybe. Right. Let's see. Hungary as well is not really one of those countries where you can do a whole lot based on landscape. The country isn't super big and, come on, it's all relatively flat for the most part. Still, okay. So there's not really that much of a difference. Of course, you have specific areas that might look a little bit different than others, but not like a general sort of guideline of, hey, okay, the east is mountainous, or I don't know, the south is super dry or something like that. It might be like very slight differences, but if so, then I'm just not aware of them. All right, I have no idea how far we've traveled, but we should be coming up to the next small town in maybe about a minute, a bit longer in scenarios like this. Okay, move me forward at least. It is mostly frustrating in scenarios like these where you're going down a straight road where you know there's nothing here. There's no reason to go slower and maybe take your time. Let's say 6. Okay, yeah, so it is a kilometer marker. I swear I've seen them used as a road number as well. Maybe it was slightly different. Okay, this doesn't really look like a big town. Marton here. That unfortunately might be the bigger town. And that in and of itself is super small. Okay. I have very little hope for this round. This is just not going to lead anywhere. Bayes law. Okay, well. Off that way, I suppose. I mean, there is a reason why I've left Hungary this late. This is the reason. That's kilometer 1 of this road. Great. Obviously, I would have liked for Google to have fixed this movement already, but you never know if they will, never mind when. All right. Back. It looks slightly more populated, and there is a sign we're coming up to. Please be something decent. Harkani 18. Okay. Okay. That's something I will gladly look for. So let me have a quick look to see if there's any road numbering shenanigans going on, but it doesn't look like it. So Harkani, it is what will be. Oh, well, that was quick. I didn't expect it to go that quickly. And that was in which direction again? It was to the east. There's some mods, so it should be here as far as yeah, there's Kissen Marton. Very nice. And if we go west, well, there isn't really a dead end here, according to Street View, but there's one side road there, and there's one side road here. Where did we start exactly? 1 house, 2 houses, 3 houses, 4 houses, 5 houses. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there should be. I suppose that's a road. Well, that's a road actually. That certainly is a road, and that also kind of a road. So we're probably just past here, yeah. Yep, another 1 meter round. Very nice. Okay, a highway. Of some sort. Looks like there's, might as well try the other way. On highways, usually it's not too important which direction you go. Just pick one, and generally you want to stick with that. I'd hope maybe the movement would be better in this direction, so that's essentially why I turned around. 79. That in this scenario should be a kilometer marker on a highway. I mean, the road, the number itself is realistically could be a road number, but it would be in a pretty weird place, I think. That's kilometer 80 apparently. It's kind of weird actually. I've never thought about that, to have it in like 3 different places, one and the same road number. Usually I think in Austria, at least as far as I've paid any attention to, it's just in the middle of the highway. And that's where you look if you want to know the kilometer marker. Not that there's any reason to ever look there, because who cares what kilometer it is? That's something interesting as well. Do people actually use that for something? I know, like, probably stuff like police or any kind of thing that goes along with that, like ambulances and firefighters and probably the road service people use that to more easily communicate where An accident is where sort of construction is and stuff like that. That makes sense. But do normal people have any use for them? Well, I say normal people. Do drivers, car drivers, have any use for those? Right? We just won't be seeing that sign. That's okay. It was for a rest station anyway. Not particularly useful information, though we have gone a long while without anything that's helping us on a highway. I've also completely forgotten, because I wasn't paying attention to it, but you could say I've never really known in the first place whether this is going to be difficult to pinpoint. It is a highway though, so I just assume it probably will be. It's 83. Apparently there's just nothing on this road that's worth mentioning. There we go. The 13. There's our 13. Kisper and Komaron, so near Slovakia. So the 13 exists after all. Alright. Kisper and Komaron. That might actually be easier. Komarno? Yeah, okay. As I was about to say, that might be easier to look on the Slovakian side. There is no 13 here, though. Exit 85. It might be this road. Yeah, it is. There's the rest station. Oh, God. Well, there's a road that goes a bit. It might be here somewhere. Yeah, it would have to be, I'm pretty sure. Where's the road that crosses the highway? I suppose it would be maybe over there. How far? It's that. We're further over here than I think. Just make sure I get this. That could signify that, but I don't think it does. Something like here. Where are the houses in the distance? We're already kind of like, this is the one that stands out the most to me. Which would be that, I suppose. If we look straight north. We're east of that, of course we're east of that. But where exactly are we? Kind of like, if we include that as well. And if we look straight ahead. Very straight. We're definitely on this part. On the northern side of the road as well. Are we like slightly further east? We're still like, if you go north, we're still too far west. How about here? That I could see. Let me check again. Totally imagine it. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Yes! Nice. Very good pinpointing work there. Very nice. Okay, 2 more rounds. Now, please let those be not too difficult to pinpoint, so that actually pays off for once. I feel like in recent times I've done a lot of great pinpointing in rounds like these, and then there's just been one round that completely screwed me over anyway. This does look fairly doable. Big city. Don't know which yet, but we'll figure it out. That shouldn't be the problem. Just a gas company factory? I don't even know. Move. What does it say? That was a bit too far. It might say something on there actually, but I can't read it. I can definitely read that though. Budapest Gans. Bucha. Okay. That's obviously a little bit small to find. Komlos did some okay. Sure game. Go on. Reload me. Why not? Things like that are like the most annoying thing ever. Like I pressed nothing. My hand wasn't near the keyboard. And the game was just like, you know what? Why don't you want to reload right now, right? Let me help you. Ah, okay. That bus had Miskolc on it. We'll just ignore that. We might be pretty far south looking at this. That thing with K. There's Chapelle, by the way. From round 1, if you remember. Yeah, it's here. Here as well. This whole part, I suppose. The whole district. Anything with K around here. Not Kispest, I know that. Not really. Okay, bringing back. We definitely want to go into the city. Let's take a look. Not sure that helps much. Was there a different way I could have gone at any stage? I could have gone south here, I suppose, but why would I ever want to do that? That looks like a horrible direction. I want to go into the city. And there is train tracks here. That's another interesting part. That probably exists in a bunch of places. For example, here, but definitely in other places as well. So we'll just have to get back to where we were, which was here, and then we'll just continue north. The thing is actually, like, I said we'll just ignore the thing that said Miskolc, the bus. Which is, I still think, the reasonable thing to do, but we could be there. We might as well just ignore the thing that said Budapest. I don't think we have a specifically strong a particularly strong confirmation either way. What do we have here? Anything? Okay, posta. Something post office related. Wait a second. That usually is not a Budapest style of sign, but it might just be the very outskirts of Budapest and just might be, I don't know, some weird sign that's like 20 years old and wasn't part of Budapest back then or something like that. Gymnasium, okay. Well, this doesn't necessarily look like central Budapest. What do we have here? No idea what that means. Also, nothing important there. Okay, it's we're back at this again. It's probably something regarding opening hours. It's definitely something regarding opening hours. I just don't know if it is opening hours specifically or something that just comes before that. Aruhash us. Don't know. Right. This is sort of a weird round. It looks like an area where I should have definitely found something by now. Okay. Yukobanya Paraznia. It still doesn't particularly convince me of anything. Let me just check Miskolc. Just quickly. Paraznia? Was that? I mean, that would sort of fit, I would think. Was there? I mean, there was a big roundabout. Let me see the road name here. Yes. Andrasiucha. I mean, this is Andrasiulocha. I suppose this is... Yeah, there's Buk Aruhaj. Okay, so it was Miskolc. God damn it. I think it was somewhere here, probably. Maybe a bit further north. South, sorry. Let me see this. Any road name? Nope. Okay. Okay. Got something here. Njarfa Ucha. Right. It's somewhere. Just don't know where. Wouldn't be that far down, would it? No, I can't see it at least. Wait. Oh, there it is, yeah. I thought I just spotted it out of the corner of my eye, and I genuinely had, yeah. Okay. So this is a pretty big building, and we should be there. Let me just check. There is a little walkway. And is that really the next intersection? It's here, yep, with that side road. So if we look straight to the west, we should be just past this. Straight ahead. Actually, just right there, I think. Very nice. One more, please. Come on. Okay, that's pinpointable. Not easy, but doable. Right, now I just need to find it, which might be the more tricky part. But it does look... It doesn't look like the complete middle of nowhere. Okay. Blur it out. Okay. Fine. Lanichok. Never heard of it, of course, but we know which city we're close to. Let me get to that green sign. Kisnyarat and Lanichok. Okay. There's another sign right there, and this one's more important. The E73 and the 57. The E73 is here. Okay. What was the other one? Not Lanichok, the other one. Kisnyarat. And it's kind of Lanchuk, apparently. Maybe you don't pronounce the N. I don't know. Maybe it's just, well, whatever. Could be, but we're more likely to be looking at something down here, maybe? No, not there. There's the 57, there's Lanichuk. Okay. We should be here. Let me just see. Is there a building there? There doesn't have to be, but... okay. Doesn't look like it's here. But this is clearly... quite clearly that road. And then we went into there, and then we had the bigger intersection here into the city. Now, is there any way for me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Oh, 5, 5.5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to this thing, which would be here. I think... oh, we might be further. Let me put a checkpoint here. No, we can't be further. I look north. Difficult to tell where there would be. Let me give this a try. This intersection has this gray house here. If I see... well, okay. That gray house. I think it's that one. Wait, there's 2 white houses. Oh, I just can't. Is it this white house that I'm seeing? I think it's this. It's somewhere between behind here. If I look straight north, I should be to the left of it. To the to the right of it. I think we are further over here. It's so difficult for me to tell with these things, but purely based on that. Like, it should be here, so we are looking at this direction. We're looking at this orange house, pretty much straight on. Let me have a look. I now really want to get that 25k. Or is it that orange house? It might be. Back to the start. No, is it? I think it is. I think it is this house. Wait, let me just get rid of that. Oh, it's so difficult to tell for me. It might be. But it's not on the map anyway. You know what? Put it here. I'm happy. Yep. Okay, good. Oh, I want to check. I actually want to check how it would have looked. You know, how big the difference here actually is. Like, did I not have to worry about? Oh no, I did have to worry. That's 60 meters, so it's totally possible. If I'd gone like, I don't know, here. If I'd gone here, it would have been too close. That was really good again. Okay, very nice. It definitely took a while, but I'm really proud of that. That was some very, very difficult pinpointing. So, yeah, I'm super happy with that. And yeah, well, actually very consistent. 57575. Very nice. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video, this episode of the 25Ks in GeoGuessr. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye.